Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Arsenal 3, Southampton 2. And with that being said, we might as well review the player ratings. Now, it was a tale of two halves. I mean, on one hand, some players that I myself and I'll allude to were calling to come off at halftime, and they turned in blinders in the second. Lord knows we made that hard for ourselves. I mean, our own Danny Welbeck, he showed himself in 2 games. I believe he had a very good game. I'll allude to him later, but he had a good game. But I know 77 minutes, all of you lot saw that miss that he should have been putting on. He should have been put... Pardon. Should have been putting in and putting away, or putting it on for Lacazette, just seeing it out and letting him finish it. Pardon me, guys, sore throat. But yeah, let's crack on. Who should I start with? Let's start with the keeper. I got a 5 for Czech. Now, I don't think it's his fault directly for the Mustafi thing, but he could have spoke. Now, he came rushing out his line in the 7th minute or so, and Bellerin saved him because he was on the line. But I felt Czech made a couple good saves, and he kept. I don't want to say kept us in it, but he made a couple good saves and did something. He didn't have the most spectacular games, and he was annoying me. And why he's only got a 5 is because sometimes we just needed to play it short to play the ball. Normally I get onto the fullbacks and the centre halves for not showing. I lie, guys. So I have to play it fair. I saw and I heard them calling for it, and he kept on numerous times forcing them higher and then kicking it long, and it was going nowhere. So he's done enough to get 5, man. You could have got a 4 based on even more because of the Mustafi thing, but a 5. Mustafi gets a 4. Improved in the second half, obviously, because the team ran away with the victory, but you're not thinking like a defender. You're showing on numerous occasions you're not thinking like a defender. And I did believe there was a player in there, and I do still, to a degree, think a different coach gets it out of you. But I don't want it to be here. I've given up on Mustafi, to be honest, because I can't understand the logic. Thursday, you're controlling the ball. You're doing well to intercept it. You're then taking a touch and you're booting it into thin air. We don't even do that on a Sunday. Booted it into thin air, into nothing. Today, defender, once you see danger, you kick it out. I guarantee if that was Ferdinand, forget all the other ones. Sol Campbell, Keown, Adams, the big man. Any centre half, man, even Dan Vermaelen, like, anyone's gonna boot that back where it came from. Like, you're a centre half. Even as me as a right back, I was taught if it's a 50-50 or you need to make a tackle, you make that tackle. Whoever gets caught, whoever gets hurt. Sadly, we don't do these things intentional, but they're collateral. I even give you guys today. I slid for the ball. My teammate was there. My don got taken out by mistake. Like, we all, like, it was a madness. But you get it. Defend first. That's what you're here for. You're not here to be Pirlo. Clear the ball. Kick it out first time. Any other centre-half that I named... Oh. Is that a goal? Oh, Morata's offside. But, yeah. Any other centre-half just clearing that, and that's a non-starter. But you dilly-dally. Shane Long ain't going to score an easier goal than that this season, to be honest with you. Like I said, Czech probably could have given you a little call, but I'm not even going to get in that. You're a centre-half. Like, you're looking around. Why are you looking around? Are you trying to find a striker that you lost? Come on now. 4 out of 10 for Mustafi. Chambers, I think he did so-so. I'll give him a 5. I don't think it was terrible. I don't think he was amazing. A couple of times, especially in the first half, all of the defenders were like headless chickens. But he definitely played like the much more mature partner out of him and Mustafi. I mean, it was hard to tell which one won a World Cup for Germany and which one could barely get in the Middlesbrough side. Obviously, I'm lying with that. He got in the Middlesbrough side. But yeah, it's hard to tell. Kohler gets a 5 for the second half, but I felt both fullbacks, like I said in my other review, they should have pushed on. They could have offered more of an offensive outlet, especially when you can see all our players just wanted to come inside. Badly need a winger, man. 5 out of 10, man. Kohler had a chance. I think he's been a good signing this season. Sorry, guys, I'm watching the Chelsea thing. If he carried it on, he could have been a signing of the season or one of them, and I think he could be a player for us. But Wenger obviously doesn't rate him. He's lost that attacking source, man. Like, he used to be, it was like another winger for a minute when he was playing. 5 for him. Bellerin, I'll give him a 5. He improved in the second half, and he did make a couple important interceptions and winning the ball. I liked how he was getting into the handbags as well, to be honest. He like peeing off Shane Long. But yeah, one of the best of games for him, man. He wasn't. I don't feel he was helped, but he wasn't necessarily covered, people. So I'll give him a 5. El Nene, I'll give him a 4. Now, he would have been on course like the rest of the side, because I don't feel anyone's been amazing to more or less get a 5. But silly sending off. We're winning the game. The game's won. It's already been nervy. Both teams are scoring bookie goals. both sides have probably had goals that they should have been allowed for onside. The ref is moving a bit booky, so why take chances? We need all our men on the field. I know there's nothing more to play of our season, but just on the basis that it's 3 points and in the context of this 90 minutes, we don't need that. I got time for El Nene. He's the only thing we have closest to a defensive mid. But I just felt he spoiled what could have been an improved second half and a decent game for him, because I felt the midfielders could have passed forward a bit more, but I don't feel he was terrible. He spoiled it with a needless sending off, and now you're not available for the next game. Now there's nothing to play for in our Premier League campaign, but you're not available. So 4 out of 10, man. Xhaka gets a 5, nothing amazing in that aspect. Welbs, I give Welbs a 10, man. I felt it was one of his better games, to be honest. Even when we were playing poor, I felt he was dead, but he's not dead, but Welbs in it. You know what you're gonna get with Welbs. I felt Nelson, Aubameyang and Welbs to a degree. They were the only front men. They were the only ones that were gonna make something happen if it was to be that. Lovely assist for Aubameyang. Lovely little flick. If Ozil did that, everyone, myself included, we'd be gassing it up, constantly talking about it. Lovely little flick for that. Lovely little flick. He obviously got what we thought would be the winner at 2-1, and then he obviously, after missing horrendous miss, that 77th minute horrendous miss, he then steps up and did he head it in? I can't remember, man. That he slaps in the winner. So 2 goals, 1 assist for someone that we always give a hard time for. So for someone that it is a bit comical when he misses. For someone that lacks productivity in the goal front, credit where it's due, man. 2 goals, 1 assist. If that was anyone else, it'd be a 10 out of 10. So I have to give him a 10. I felt he looked hungry from the off, man. And yeah, man, Wenger was bigging him up in the press conference, and he done his thing there, man. I don't know if this means does this mean he starts in Europa? I'm not too sure, because I can't understand why Lacazette didn't start. We know Mkhitaryan's injured. Welbs is probably going to be used. Or do you go with Welbeck because he put in a good performance? Or do you even go with Nelson? With it being 4-1 and they needed, I believe, 3. So I don't know. But a 10 for him. I can't really give Wilshere a rating, but I feel he was woeful again today when he came on. On a side note, I'm giving Iwobi a 7, you know. First half, I wanted him to get subbed. I was literally saying, Lacazette, let's get Lacazette inside. We'll go behind, slap 2 up front. Nelson on the flank / got the freedom to drift inside. Let's do this. Second half, he turned up. Now, don't get me wrong, he switched off for one of the goals we conceded, returning his back. He shouldn't be doing that. But I'm so sure he got an assist. He literally, with the 3 goals, at some point he was involved, so I've got to give a man that. Another one like Wells, where we give a hard time, and prior to this he had 2 goals in 30, excluding assists. I have to give credit to a man that he's trying to be productive today in front of goal, in the sense that he got an assist. Whether it's goals and assists, we need both of them from Iwobi, to be honest. That's the only thing stopping him, and apart from consistency, from improving. So 7 out of 10, better second half. And give Aubameyang a 9. I felt people will disagree and it won't be spoken about, but I liked the way he was drifting in. He was trying to make things happen in the first half for himself when we weren't trying to play, and he deserved his goal, to be honest with you. And serves me right for being snaky, taking him out of my side after 2 goals last week and then putting Kane in. Can't understand with the sense that, okay, if you feel he's tiring, but I didn't feel that. I feel with the sense that he's playing once a week, and I don't know at this current moment who we've got next week in the league. He's playing once a week. Why not just let him stay on? Just let him stay on. Just let him stay on. If anything, you should start him and Lacazette and then took off Lacazette. But I give up a 9 to Aubameyang. I give Nelson a 6. He weren't amazing. Seen him play better. Found it hard a bit. But he showed you just the good potential. Cute little nips to get away from players. Drawing fouls. Linking up well. I like the way how he came off the right. And he is inexperienced, so it is a bit of tactical and discipline. Or it could be freedom. Who knows? He's going into the 10 row, and then he's going out to the left, and he's provoking tackles and stuff. And for me, until he came off, well, at least in the first half, I thought he was one of the only ones that was going to make something happen, to be honest. I got a lot of time for Nelson. Obviously, as the game went on, he got tired. The game did start to run him by, and he weren't really doing anything. And as much as I wanted to stay on, I had no qualms about him coming off, to be honest, because he wasn't setting the world alight. But he's a good player. The next step for him is adding consistency into his game and goals and assists and all them things to become the player we expect him to be and want him to be. Hopefully, if you're watching this and you sign a new deal, I rate you highly. But I'll give a 6 to him. I think that's everybody. Holding, like Wilshere, can't really get a rating, but he made a number of important blocks. So yeah, man, that's my player ratings in regards to us versus Southampton. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. Out.